So what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Beverly Hills Cop 4. That's what we're talking. That's what I'm calling it anyway. So what do I think of it? Well, I'm going to use this. Great White Buffalo. Do you know what I mean? We'll watch the video and you'll understand. Let's get into it. Let's go.
You know, this is very embarrassing.
You know, part of me rather get locked up than get put in this little Fisher-Price looking squad car.
Y'all are the Lego cops.
So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my review, non-spoiler review of Beverly Hills Cop 4, or Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, as they're calling it on Netflix. Before we get into it, JeffMan316 Live, Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. We watch along the movie. Come over. You can chat about anything you want. Also, hit me up on Instagram, JeffMan316. So, yeah, we're going to dive not too deep, right on the surface of Beverly Hills Cop 4 or Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. And I'm going to do a non-spoiler review. Going to keep it short and sweet. And I'll let you know whether you should watch this film. So what do I mean by Great White Buffalo? Okay, well, there's some staple comedies from the 80s and 90s that I think everybody should watch because they're excellent. One of those is Beverly Hills Cop. It was the perfect damn mix of comedy, action, music, the vibe, everything. It was great. So yeah, Eddie Murphy did a great job of creating an iconic character. I think some of it was just one of those perfect storms. The music hit, the direction was great, the comedy was good, the chemistry with everybody was good. So that's what I was hoping with Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. So what do I mean by Great White Buffalo? That's a reference from, you know what movie that is?
The Great White Buffalo.
Yeah, Hot Tub Time Machine. So you know when you have that sexual experience, and yeah, I'm going back to that well again, where in hindsight you look back and you're like, holy shit, that was the best sex that I've ever had in my life. Great White Buffalo. It got away. It escaped me.
Great White Buffalo.
Why are you guys whispering?
Well, that's kind of what Beverly Hills Cop is to Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. I think it's a really good movie. It was way better than I was expecting. But it was a little too cookie cutter. But it was nice to see Eddie Murphy hit his stride again as the character. It was nice to see glimpses of the old Eddie Murphy again because I think he had fallen off a little bit.
Before you hang up, I'm in town. I've been arrested. Hello? You sure y'all paying y'all's bills?
But it just wasn't there. So it was like good sex, but not Great White Buffalo sex.
Great White Buffalo.
That was really helpful, you guys. Thank you.
So hopefully you'll think that's a funny analogy. But either way, let's get into the movie a little bit. Why do I think it was cookie cutter a little bit? Well, you start off with some of the same musical cues at the beginning. You know, the movies are usually framed in this pattern of, an intro and then a action sequence. And then something happens and Axel's got to go back to the police station. Then he gets an incident that leads him back to Beverly Hills. And then you have the investigation and it leads to a high-speed chase at the end and then a shootout. I gave you the description of Beverly Hills Cop, right? Well, not to be too spoilery, but I basically gave you the description of the plot of Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. So the good thing about it, though, is there's a lot of nostalgia there. The soundtrack, I think, is pretty kick-ass. It's got a good mix of new songs and old songs, even some cool remixes like the Billy Idol song that I heard in their remix. Check that out. I'm not going to spoil that either. You have to watch the movie. But Eddie Murphy looked like he was having a lot of fun for a change, which he hadn't happened in a while. The problem that I had was his old buddies teaming back up with him wasn't long enough. Eddie Murphy's in a majority of the movie. Paul Reiser's probably in it more than any of the old characters. Bronson Pinchot comes back as Surge for a scene. I wanted more of Axel and Billy. I wanted more of Axel and Taggart. I wanted more of Taggart and Billy. The stuff that we got just felt like it was regurgitated shit from the first movie.
Hey! Oh, you two are the worst fucking surveillance team that ever lived.
The character that plays Axel's daughter, I thought she did a serviceable job, a little dry. I thought maybe if they had gotten... I know they don't want to get a comedian to overshadow Eddie, but somebody with a little more acting chops to her that could have went toe-to-toe with him a little more, made it a little more realistic. She was just more of a, I'm keeping a, arm's distance away from my father because of things that happened in the past that I'm not going to get into. But I really thought it was good compared to the Beverly Hills Cop 3.
And in 94, but this place has changed a bit.
He didn't seem like he was having as much fun in 3. It didn't have an edge to it. The edge was back. Not that it has to have a lot of cursing in it, but damn it had a lot of, the old Eddie Murphy was back. He seemed like he was able to do and say, and probably did a lot of ad-libbing. Didn't seem like he did a lot of that in the third one. I thought that this one was, the action was better. But like I said, it's a fun movie. So that's the way I'm going to frame it. It's not the great white buffalo you had, but it's still good. So go into it with slightly lower expectations. Yeah, it's not as good as the first couple movies, but it is way better than the third one. And you'll have a lot of fun with it if you just sit there and let the nostalgia kick in. Listen to the great tunes they're playing. Listen to Eddie Murphy, having fun. And I think if you do that, and like I said, go into it with the right expectations, you'll really like it. But you should watch this film. And I just heard an interview with them that they're writing a script for Beverly Hills Cop 5. So I don't know how they're going to do that. I hope they hurry up and mix in some of the old cast in and bring back the old characters of Taggart and Billy and have them on the screen more with Axel. They still had some chemistry. I just don't think they explored it enough. So what did you think of Beverly Hills Cop Axel F? Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. And while you're doing all that stuff down there, put in the comments of what you think and whether you think Beverly Hills Cop 5 is a good idea. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. Watch the review that I did for Maxine. I'm going to see Long Legs. Watch a review of that coming up on the channel. Lots of good stuff, including live streams. Everything you could want for a pop culture fan I got here. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been Jeffman316. I'm your pop culture reporter signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
God, I missed you, Axel.